The tension in the WNBA reached a boiling point once again, and at the heart of it all were two of the most talked about names in women's basketball. Right now, Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham, what started as a heated game between the Indiana Fever and their opponents, turned into a full-blown drama that's now got the entire sports world talking. With controversial ejections, league-wide debates, and strong fan reactions, this saga has turned into one of the most explosive of the 2025 WNBA season. Caitlin Clark has been under a constant spotlight since the moment she entered the league. From setting NCAA scoring records to instantly becoming one of the most popular players in women's basketball, Clark's rise has been meteoric, but along with fame has come a storm of challenges, especially on the court, where it sometimes feels like she's being targeted not just by opposing players, but by the very league. She's trying to elevate. That brings us to Sophie Cunningham, a fiery player known for her toughness and willingness to stand up for her teammates. She's never been shy about playing physical or making her voice heard, and her recent actions have once again placed her in the center of a WNBA firestorm. During a high-stakes game featuring the Indiana Fever, tensions were already high from tip-off. Both teams were fighting for playoff positioning, and the physicality was evident from the very beginning. Caitlin Clark was taking hits left and right, some clean, others questionable. It's no secret that she's been the subject of several hard fouls throughout the season. Some have chalked it up to rookie treatment, while others believe it's a deliberate effort to rattle her. Whatever the reason, Clark continues to play through the contact and produce jaw-dropping highlights. But even the most composed players have their limits. Midway through the second quarter, things took a serious turn. After yet another aggressive foul sent Clark to the floor, Sophie Cunningham, who wasn't even directly involved in the play, stormed in to confront the player who delivered the hit. What followed was a heated exchange that spiraled into pushing, shoving, and chaos on the court. Referees immediately rushed in to break it up, but the damage was done. After a lengthy review, Cunningham was ejected for what the league deemed escalating an on-court altercation. Fans were stunned. Many believed Sophie was simply standing up for her teammate defending Clark in a league where she's often left to fend for herself. Social media exploded with reactions. One fan tweeted, "Sophie Cunningham getting ejected for protecting Caitlin Clark is exactly what's wrong with the WNBA." Another added, "She's the only one who has Clark's back, and this is how the league treats her." Clark's reaction spoke volumes. Known for her focus and intensity, Caitlin rarely shows much emotion outside of game-time fire. But when she saw Sophie tossed from the game, she was visibly frustrated. She approached the officials, trying to understand the decision, and even after the game. Her tone during interviews suggested she wasn't happy. While Clark didn't directly criticize the league or referees, she made it clear she appreciated Cunningham's support, and that it's been tough dealing with constant physicality without consistent protection. This wasn't an isolated incident. Either the treatment of Caitlin Clark has been a hot topic all season. From elbows to hard fouls to full-on body checks, Clark has endured more contact than almost any rookie in recent memory. What's made it even more controversial is the perceived lack of accountability from the league. Many fans, and even former players, have called out the WNBA for not doing enough to protect one of its biggest stars. The Cunningham ejection only added fuel to that fire. Meanwhile, Sophie Cunningham didn't stay silent. After the game, she took to her Instagram and shared a short but pointed message. "I'll always ride for my teammates, period." Her message quickly went viral. WNBA veterans, analysts, and even NBA players began chiming in. Some praised her loyalty, while others debated whether her actions crossed a line. But one thing was clear: Cunningham made a statement, and it resonated with a large portion of the basketball community. The league office responded the next day with a statement supporting the referee's decision and emphasizing a commitment to maintaining order and sportsmanship on the court. However, they also announced that no further suspension would be given to Cunningham, signaling that while her actions led to an ejection, they weren't deemed severe enough for additional punishment. Still, that didn't calm the storm. If anything, it intensified debates about double standards and inconsistent officiating in the WNBA. All of this is happening at a time when the league is growing faster than ever. Viewership is up, merchandise it is flying off the shelves. On one hand, they've got a superstar in Clark, who's becoming the face of the league. On the other, they're struggling with how to handle the spotlight, the growing media pressure, and the very real tensions between players, teams, and fans. Caitlin Clark herself continues to handle it all with a level of grace that's rare for someone her age. Despite the constant physicality, the pressure, and the drama, she's still putting up incredible numbers. In the same game that saw Sophie Cunningham ejected, Clark poured in 28 points, dished out 9 assists, and grabbed 5 rebounds. It was a reminder to everyone watching that while the drama may dominate the headlines, her game is still doing the loudest talking. But this latest incident begs an important question. How much more can Clark take? Her competitiveness is one of her greatest strengths, but even she has hinted that the mental and physical toll is beginning to build. She's no stranger to adversity, but the WNBA is proving to be a different kind of challenge. And while Sophie Cunningham's ejection might seem like a minor footnote in a long season, it symbolizes something bigger. It's about respect. It's about protection, and it's about standing up for the stars who are changing the game. Clark and Cunningham may come from different backgrounds, but on the court, they share a bond built on competitiveness and mutual respect. That's why the moment meant so much to fans. It wasn't just about a shove or a technical foul, it was about someone finally saying enough on Clark's behalf. For weeks, fans have been begging for someone in the WNBA to step up and protect their rookie phenom, and Cunningham answered that call. This situation also adds another layer to the growing rivalries in the league. With so many young stars rising and the veteran core refusing to back down, the WNBA is entering a golden era of competition. And rivalries like Caitlin Clark versus the world, or even Indiana Fever versus anyone who tries to knock them down, are making every game must-watch television. The league has always had tough players, but this new generation is bringing a different energy, one that blends elite talent with real edge. As for what comes next, all eyes will remain on the Indiana Fever. Can Clark continue to lead this team despite the chaos around her? Will Sophie Cunningham's bold stance inspire others to rally behind their teammates? And will the league finally draw a clear line on how it plans to manage physicality, emotion, and the new wave of superstar pressure? One thing is for sure, this isn't the end of the drama. If anything, it feels like just the beginning. Clark isn't going anywhere, and neither is the fire she plays with. Whether it's jaw-dropping threes, clutch assists, or fierce stare-downs after hard fouls, she's bringing attention to the league in ways that are both exciting and controversial. And with teammates like Cunningham willing to put their reputation on the line to stand beside her, it's clear the Indiana Fever are becoming one of the most talked-about teams in sports. This season has already given fans unforgettable moments, shocking twists, and highlight reel performances, but it's also raised serious questions about fairness, protection, and how the WNBA chooses to handle its stars. Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham may not have set out to be the face of a movement, but that's exactly where they find themselves now, right at the heart of a league in transformation. Driven by passion, talent, and a whole lot of heart.